Congratulations to the Toronto Raptors. Toronto Raptors.
See, they're back in the playoffs since 2022. I think it's the exact same timing as Pittsburgh.
The Toronto, basically. Basically. The Raptors made a video last night dunking on everyone. No, they didn't. They're a professional sports organization, so they're getting ready for the playoffs. The Raptors, out of nowhere, got the 5th seed. Like I didn't feel like this was in the cards because I think we were all of a certain opinion that it was going to be Knicks.
Yeah.
And
Friday's game told you that wouldn't have went that well.
And because Atlanta lost and because Orlando somehow lost, the way it played out last night, because the Raptors were taking on a Nets team that started me and 4 other guys. Raptors move up from the 6th seed, avoid the Knicks.
Avoid those top 3.
And remember, the Raptors were 0-5 against the Knicks this year and have lost 13 straight against the Knicks. So now the Toronto Raptors take on the Cleveland Cavaliers in the first round of the playoffs. Game 1, Saturday in Cleveland. 1 p.m. Eastern. By the way, if there's anyone in this market complaining about a 1 p.m. Eastern slot for the Raptors, just wake up and grow up. The NBA does not care about this franchise. They will stick them in any time slot they want. The 1 p.m. Saturday is the least important to them. Just deal with it. Don't complain about it.
And they got Cleveland.
It's below you. It's
Toronto,
beneath anyone complain. It's Toronto, Cleveland.
Yeah. If it was the Knicks, they might not be, but it's Toronto, Cleveland.
On. Give me a break. Yeah. Elisa in the chat, I'd rather have a 1 p.m. than a 7 p.m. I'll take it.
Yeah.
And because the 7 p.m., guess what? We get to watch like Habs or Oilers Saturday.
So we got more stuff.
I don't know what the schedule's going to be. Playoffs begin Saturday in the National Hockey League too. So that gives us options. I don't hate that either. But the Raptors out of nowhere get the 5 seed, so they get Cleveland. I have a tweet here, Azzo. I want to read this to you.
Mm-hmm.
And this is what RJ Barrett said after the game yesterday. And this is about not playing the Knicks in round 1. Now, I didn't see this. I don't think RJ went to the podium last night. I think he said this off to the side talking to reporters.
Or in the locker room.
In the locker room. So this is what RJ Barrett said about missing the Knicks in the first round Saturday and getting Cleveland. Ryan Wallstad of the Toronto Sun tweeted this out. RJ Barrett said he would have been fine with either opponent, Knicks or Cavs, but admitted for the youngsters it's probably better not to play first playoff game at Madison Square Garden. Old heads remember VC and T-Mac struggling there back in the day. Are you okay with that line of thought? Because I'm having a little issue with that. And I like RJ Barrett a lot.
We know how tough Madison Square Gardens can be and how crazy Knicks fans are, right? We all see those videos outside of them storming to the video. So maybe it would be a lot. But, I mean, you're a professional, and maybe that's thrown into the fire like that is better than anything. I'm sure there are guys who have had good first games there, too.
But like,
yeah, whoever it is.
But I don't like, but part of my beef with the whole OG Anunoby trade is the guys the Raptors got have stunk against the Knicks.
Yeah.
I don't like hearing that from the former Knick. Like, I'm sorry.
That's
what
fair.
I want to hear is, let's go. I want to show my former team that gave up on me
It's true.
that I can go in there and we can go in there, even if Jamal Shed, God bless him, has to play minutes because of Quickly's hamstring and Emmanuel Quickly's not 100%. I don't know how the Raptors are going to win this series against the Cavs if the backcourt is like Scotty Barnes and Jamal Shed.
Yeah.
I don't know how they're going to do that. But Dr. Max in the chat, RJ saying they're soft. That's kind of what I'm hearing as well. I do agree with this comment from Dr. Max. And I don't know. I'm having an issue with that quote.
Yeah,
do you have as much of an issue as I do?
Like Sloshhogger says here, he's not wrong, but maybe don't say that out to somebody. And that I agree with, because you can kind of feel that way. Like, I think, man, the Knicks just put them in such a bad spot. Like, they can't contain the Knicks, because you said the guard play, nobody can stop Jalen Brunson. Cat does whatever he wants. 3 Pirtles couldn't contain Cat.
No.
Like, it was like, at least Cleveland, I see maybe a hope of them winning a couple games. The New York would have ran over them, and especially in that building, I could understand why it would get to be too much. But again, if you're a professional, you got to go somewhere, and if you have some actual aspirations, you can't. Yeah, you go in there with the attitude, let me show them what you gave up on, what you missed.
Keo in the chat writes that Josh Lewinberg from TSN, shout out Josh, love Josh. Josh said there were cheers coming from the Raptors locker room when Garza hit the game winner for the Celtics against Orlando yesterday.
And that was the difference. Yeah.
And that was the difference between the 6th and the 5th seed.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like hearing that either. Like, I just listen. I do have some positives here. Don't get me wrong, but like this attitude of we didn't want to see the Knicks. I understand myself having that attitude. You, Azzo, anyone listening to this, anyone watching or in the chat room right now, I understand anyone having that thought process. But we're not on the team.
No, I know.
If you're on the team, you need to exude something different.
But they haven't even done that in the regular season. Like, they played with no confidence on Friday in a regular season game, right? Like, you don't want to carry that over into the playoffs. Like, they had 5 chances against the Knicks this year and then show up for one of them. Like, their head is obviously in a different headspace whenever they play the Knicks or the Celtics. They have to get over that. But maybe in the playoffs wasn't the right place.
Their head is definitely in a different headspace.
But they just lack confidence when they play with them. I don't know. It's so weird.
I mean, look, okay, topic for another day. Listen, best case scenario, they do see the Knicks this postseason. Now, they'd have to upset Cleveland. Cleveland are the favorites heading in.
Oh, for sure.
Obvious reasons. But we'll see where this goes. But some of the other comments, not along these lines, I found pretty interesting last night. So,
and let's just say the Cavs are no walk in the park either. Like, people in the chat here, Andy saying, well, the Raps have beat Cavs 4 times this season, but it was a different looking squad, right?
Yeah, I think it's 3-0, by the way.
3-0.
Yeah, they didn't have James Harden for any of them. And the time they saw James Harden cooked them at the end of a game while he was with the Clippers. And Darko Rajakovic could not coach his way out of it. He could do absolutely nothing about it. And that James Harden Clippers game is seared into my brain. Like, I did not like how that looked. Yeah. Even it doesn't matter who's out there quickly. It doesn't matter. So let's go through some of this here because Scotty Barnes is now getting ready for his second career playoff series. They got the Raptors. I know some of you might not remember. Wasn't exactly a huge moment in Toronto sports history. They got swept by Philly in 2022. And Scotty Barnes has all of 4 games of playoff experience under his belt. And it's not a lot, but on this team, it does count for something because a lot of players don't have that much.
Right.
Look, Scotty Barnes is not a kid anymore. Like against Philadelphia, he was young. Against Philadelphia, he was very green, very wet behind the ears. And, I think we could understand how he played. He didn't play great. None of the Raptors played great. Are you expecting something different out of Scotty Barnes in this playoff iteration? Because I am. I think he needs to be way more involved. And the Scotty Barnes that drifts into the corner of the offensive zone and just kind of stands there, and that can't happen.
No.
Like, he needs to be underneath the hoop.
He needs to be leading the way one way or another. Even if it's not offensively, like, be physical, be that, right? It's up to him and CMB to be as physical as they can be.
And Pirtle. Don't tell me they're just relying on Colin Murray Boyles against Cleveland because they're dead.
Yeah.
Like, they're dead. They're paying Pirtle money, man. Like, I know his back. I know his back is not great.
Yeah.
Like, it's like an old school like Velociraptor. Like, it's not good, but it's just like they got Jared Allen and Evan Mobley over there.
Yeah.
Those are big time, like, veteran bigs. And I just the Raps. What worries me the most about this matchup is in the front court I worry, and in the back court I worry. Now, that doesn't mean the Raptors can't turn this around. Like it wasn't that long ago, the Cleveland Cavaliers had a bunch of injuries in the playoff series.
Yep.
Like, out of nowhere. They had guys who just like, I can't go. Okay. Maybe that happens here. Who knows? Maybe that's something that happens with the Toronto Raptors. Mm-hmm. Brandon Ingram just played 77 games for the Toronto Raptors.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Win? That's a win on the season, right?
Well, considering he hasn't done that since his rookie season.
Crazy.
2016-17. His rookie season is the only other time Brandon Ingram has played 77 games. I'm going through the list of injuries that Brandon Ingram has had to deal with during his time with the Toronto Raptors. And I think it's easier to tell you what wasn't hurt. Like ankle sprains, knee soreness, hamstring sprains or strains, toe injuries. Like Brandon Ingram's career, like he was street clothes before Anthony Davis. Like he was the actual street clothes at first.
For sure.
And a lot of people were wondering, how is this going to go with Brandon Ingram and the Toronto Raptors? Now, keep in mind that Alex McKegney, their lead physiotherapist for the Raptors, who was there for Kawhi Leonard, when we all had questions about Kawhi Leonard's physical durability, Alex McKegney is still a part of this Raptors organization. And I don't think it's a coincidence what just happened here. I don't. I think to get Brandon Ingram to play a relatively full season, because the reality is the Raptors wouldn't be here unless he did. They do not have the scoring. Alex McKegney has done this again. And I mean, with all due respect to Bobby Webster and everyone, make this guy the new president of the Toronto Raptors.
Seriously.
This guy has kept players healthy out of nowhere. Now, multiple times that you need healthy. Kawhi had to stay healthy. Yeah. Never mind that Max Scherzer can't get hurt. Kawhi can't get hurt. Brandon Ingram can't get hurt.
It's also career contract year for Kawhi, right?
True.
It did serve
100%. But Alex McKegney has been a beast for this organization in terms of the behind the scenes.
There's no argument.
And keeping important players healthy. And after the game yesterday, Brandon Ingram, again, having played more games than any other season aside from his rookie year with the Raptors. And I worried about that. I worried about the guy signing the big contract, and all of a sudden he's in Toronto. It's my toe. Oh, it's my knee. No, it wasn't like that with Brandon Ingram.
Right.
So Ingram talked about staying healthy and what the staff for the Raptors have done for him. It's clear the respect level Ingram has for them. I just think it's a hell of an accomplishment for the Raptors to keep him around this long. And I got news for you. He's got to stay. He's got to stay. No. I mean, sorry, in terms of this series with Cleveland.
Oh, yeah.
He's got to be very present.
Yes.
Because there's not a lot of options if BI is having an off.
He has to be their leading scorer for sure.
And if Emmanuel Quickly is dealing with this hamstring injury, which is not great, and I'm not the biggest Emmanuel Quickly fan to begin with, but if he's not there, you have easy targets to focus on if you are Kenny Atkinson and that coaching staff in Cleveland. So, but that's a story for Saturday and 1 p.m. Eastern. I want to give the Raptors their flowers.
Of course.
Because this looked like a weird year most of the year. But they deserve credit today. Because this was this is still not the deepest team in the East.
No. Without a doubt.
And they got there.
Somebody in the chat said that too. The Raptors clinching, getting the 5th spot is more an indication of how bad the Eastern Conference was this year. It might be true. Like they're stuck in that middle echelon, right? Like they're not getting to that top tier, which is what makes the Cleveland thing so tough.
It's top 4 heavy in the East. I think we can all agree with that.
I'd even say top 3. Like Cleveland, maybe you put Cleveland up there.
Yeah, but Cleveland have hold that thought on Cleveland. I like that angle. I can't be the only one in this town that has kind of looked at Darko for a while and went, I don't know. Azzo, are you with me on that?
Oh, definitely.
Like I've been a long time. I'm like, I don't know about this guy. Because there are great assistants and that should stay assistants, and there are coaches.
Yep.
Head coaches. And I have to respect what he just did here. This is not the deepest team in the East. The Raptors are not even close.
And last week he reached his 100th victory as a 100th
victory.
So it's an accomplishment.
They have 2 guaranteed home dates right now.
Right.
Believe me, Keith Pelly will appreciate it. At like $6,000 a pop lower bowl, he will appreciate it. And for I think for $90, you can let your kid shoot a free throw during the game. No, I'm kidding. I have no idea. Maybe that's an MLSC perk. I'm not sure. But Darko got them there. He got them there. And, obviously the narrative with the Raptors was a pretty simple one this year. They can beat the bad teams, can't beat the good teams. But there are teams they'll see they can't beat anything. And the Raptors finished 46-36 in Darko's 3rd year. He's gone through soft tanks. He's gone through some weird things as head coach of this team. He was the out of nowhere candidate when Masai and Bobby hired him. No, he was probably dirt cheap too.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Welcome to how MLSC hire some coaches sometimes. Not all the time, but sometimes. If you're not the Leafs, they'll spend money on the Leafs. They won't spend money anywhere else. But this has been a good year for Darko. Like big picture, 40,000 feet, it's been a good year. And on top of that, Darko Rajakovic yesterday became the first European coach to lead his team to the NBA playoffs.
Really?
Yep.
Wow.
It's never happened before.
No way.
Like historic stuff in the world of basketball. Historic.
True.
So somebody brought it up in the press conference, and we're going to play this clip for you. Darko's first reaction is there hasn't been many of us. It's not a big deal. But he's downplaying it. That's not a fair way to react to that. He's self-deprecating, but that's not fair to him. That's a big-time move. There's a lot of coaches across Europe busting their ass for an opportunity like that.
For sure.
And he got it. Congratulations to Darko.
Definitely. Well deserved. Yeah.
Am I making too much of that?
No,
I couldn't believe
all.
that. Like, and I'm like, Darko's the first, eh?
Yeah. But I guess not too many European like head coaches.
I mean, you
a lot of
have
assistants.
to get the opportunity.
No, it's true.
It's not. It is a rare thing. Now he had some subtle shade about maybe not enough European coaches getting that opportunity,
which is fair.
But it's a very good accomplishment for Darko Rajakovic.
Yep.
And at times I've been critical, but
so let me ask you this:
this is a good year for him. He's because I was worried about his next year.
Yeah.
He is going to be the coach of this team next year. I think he has earned the currency. He has the cachet. 10 games above 500. They are an injury away from disaster this team.
Oh yeah,
an injury away, and he got them there. And I think he is the coach of this team next year. Even if let's say they get swept. I don't think they're going to get swept by Cleveland. No, but let's say they get swept. I don't think he's on some Dwayne Casey type of hot seat here.
Right.
Sorry, go ahead.
No. All I was going to ask you, with them finishing 5th, and your expectations coming into the year for you, is that right around where you thought they'd be, or is that over exceeding, or how do you look at it?
I thought fit with Brandon Ingram scoring. Yeah. That was the big caveat. Playing games and scoring. I thought with Scotty Barnes next to him, in the NBA, I think. Listen, RJ Barrett's been around the block a little bit. I still don't think Quickly is a top level point guard. But they have some veteran people like Jakob Poeltl. Assuming, I thought he had a spine, an actual spine. It's tough. Yeah. He's trying, but you're also paying him like a lot of money.
That's what hurts.
Sorry to answer your question. This is the pocket I thought they would be in. I thought they were better than a playing team.
Great.
I really did. You watched the whole video. You're the best. A reminder: the Sid Seixeiro Show is live noon Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific, Monday to Friday, right here on YouTube. Click like. Hit subscribe if you want to support the show. If you've already done that, you're our friend.